Most men sit around waiting, waiting for motivation, waiting for inspiration, waiting for the right time. But the truth is brutal. Weak men wait. Strong men move. This isn't about improving someday. This is about sharpening yourself today by just 1%. The ancient samurai called it Kaizen, relentless improvement, incremental warfare, not miracles, not hype, just becoming harder than you were yesterday. And when a man does this long enough, he becomes something dangerous, a man excuses can't control. Now we enter phase 1, what Kaizen truly means. Kaizen isn't self-help fluff. It isn't a morning routine with cute music behind it. Kaizen is combat philosophy. Every day, you go to war against laziness, comfort, fear, procrastination, and the weaker version of you that wants control. Most men think self-improvement is a montage, but life isn't a montage. Life is repetition. Life is discipline. Life is showing up when you don't feel like it, and especially when you don't feel like it. Kaizen means this: do one thing today that makes tomorrow's version of you harder to break. You don't conquer the mountain in a single strike. You conquer it by refusing to stop climbing. Phase 2, identify the enemy. Excuses. Excuses are silent assassins. They sound reasonable. They protect your ego. They shield you from discomfort. But excuses do one thing perfectly. They keep you soft. Men don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they negotiate with weakness. I'm tired. I'm stressed. I'll do it tomorrow. These aren't thoughts. These are chains. And every time you obey them, they tighten. But here's the truth they don't want you to know. Excuses cannot survive action. The moment you move even 1 inch, the excuse dies. Kaizen gives you a weapon. 1% action can destroy 100% of your excuses. Phase 3, the 1% rule, the warrior's math. 1% seems tiny, weak, insignificant, but the warrior knows the truth. Small advantages compound into overwhelming force. 1% better every day for a year turns you into something 37 times stronger. Not 37%, 37 times. A man growing like this becomes unrecognizable. Not because he made a massive leap, but because he refused to waste another sunrise. The world worships intensity, but intensity is unstable. Consistency is lethal. 1% is strategic. 1% is psychological warfare. 1% is small enough that your brain cannot reject it. Anyone can do 1%, even exhausted, even broken, even when life punches you in the teeth. 1% every day is how men become dangerous, quietly. Phase 4, build the Kaizen system, your personal war machine. This is how you forge yourself. First, choose a new identity. Not a goal, an identity. I am a disciplined man. I am a man who trains. I am a man who builds. I am a man who finishes. Identity dictates behavior. Become the man first, and the actions follow. Second, choose one daily non-negotiable. Just one. 10 push-ups, 1 page read, 5 minutes of journaling, 30 seconds of cold, 1 room cleaned, 5 minutes of meditation. Make it so small, only a coward could run from it. This is your 1% anchor. Third, focus on streaks, not perfection. Perfection is the greatest lie of the weak. Streaks create momentum, and momentum creates identity. A man who shows up for 40 days straight is not the same man who started on day one. He's a man who keeps his word to himself. Fourth, stack skills. Layer 1% on top of 1%. Small wins multiplied over time become a life that would intimidate your past self. You don't rise to your goals. You rise to your systems. Build the system. Phase 5, the mind of a Kaizen warrior. A Kaizen warrior thinks differently. He does not wait to feel ready. He does not worship perfection. He does not check his emotions before he starts. He refuses 0 days with violence, and he respects the power of small beginnings. Most men fail because they sprint out the gate and collapse by the first bend. But Kaizen warriors don't sprint. They march. Cold, relentless, daily. This is the psychology that builds unstoppable men. Phase 6, transformation in the real world. If you want a stronger body, a sharper mind, iron discipline, real self-respect, and mastery over your life, Kaizen is the weapon. Not through force, not through hype, but through the quiet stacking of tiny victories. At first, you won't see the change. But one day, you'll look in the mirror and realize you've stepped into a new identity. A man who shows up. A man who improves. A man who cannot be ruled by excuses. Final phase. Your call to arms. If you want to change your life, stop waiting for Monday. Stop waiting for January. Stop waiting to feel motivated. Do something small today. Then do something small tomorrow. And refuse to stop. Daily improvements forge destiny. Small steps create giants. Become the man who gets 1% harder every single day. And remember this, most men spend their lives running from the battle within. But not you. Not anymore. You are not waiting for permission. You are not waiting for motivation. You are not waiting for the perfect moment. You create the moment. You forge the discipline. You build the man. Every day you take one step forward. You carve deeper into the version of yourself that refuses to be ordinary. This path is not easy. It is not glamorous. It is not loud. But it is the only path that turns a man into something unshakable. So walk it with intention. Walk it with fire. Walk it with that quiet, lethal certainty that says, I am becoming stronger. I am becoming disciplined. I am becoming the man no one thought I could be. Stand tall, move forward, and keep sharpening. Because warriors are not born. Warriors are built. 1% at a time.